Ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense will take the field first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got it. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The LSU Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage of it.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown LSU.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got him downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in...
Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Unloads quickly. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to keep it in the air. Completes it in the middle. Tackled there by the defense.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the South's oldest rivalry has written another chapter between the Tar Heels and Cavaliers, and here's the result. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit, and did the Tar Heels ever do that?
Still on his feet at the 45.
We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds you, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurdle.
Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. RPO complete to open the drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll run play action. A little release to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He wants to go deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Going for 6. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red.
Touchdown LSU! Excellent pass by the back on the option. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Makes the grab deep. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Get set, get set.
Now the play fake. It's complete on the right side. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this off.
Fires toward the end zone. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got his man downfield. Still running at the 40. He's loose down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Rush is on him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
He's going to run it, and he'll avoid the tackle on the slide.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Works the middle.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They're going to run it. Creates a little space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Back to pass on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Going to sling it on second down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Getting set for the point after. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
42, Spider.
Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Got enough for the first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass, it's Cheek. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been so...
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
To the air on second down. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Got his man on the right. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
LSU 42, Mississippi State 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Got his man.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, LSU. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Lincoln. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna let it fly, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. This time on target. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Mississippi State going up tempo. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And the Bulldogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Handoff from the gun. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. The run from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To throw, it's Cheek. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Catch in the middle, it's Moffitt. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Isabella. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Leaves it with the back. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Pulls and fires complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got some room in to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Off play action on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Working on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Got his man in the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Surging forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a first down play.
Cricket.
He'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. One final play before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Cheek. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll run it from the gun. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Takes the easy throw in the flat. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They're going back to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes the heat. That's caught. It's Westbrook. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's got him this time. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 45. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for space. It's Isabella. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So